You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy's in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What's cracking, man? What's going on, y'all?
How you doing, champ?
Pretty good.
You feeling good?
Yeah. I always feel good.
That's what's up.
I always feel good.
Yeah, I can't really say that. I don't always feel good. Sinuses and allergies, you know. I battle 365 with it. But I'm good, though.
It's a mind thing, man.
Shit. Now, I seen you in here a couple of weeks.
Nah, you ain't.
Now, that's what I'm trying to say. I seen you a couple of weeks. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little under the weather.
You ain't seen me like
that. Most definitely. Camera's always on, Jeff.
Always on.
Most definitely. What we got up for today, Weezy?
We're handing out the 2017-2018 NBA Midseason Awards. FSP style.
It's always FSP
style.
You
better know it.
You better know it.
RMG.
Sure. Oh, man, for sure. I heard somebody saying that they was going to tell a friend to tell a friend on something else.
Chill,
bro.
No.
Nah.
Chill.
Nah, I'm going to keep the show off with that.
Off the way.
Yeah.
Off the way.
We've been to tell a friend since 2014.
That's the new hashtag.
Come on, man. 2014.
That's the new, tell a friend since 2014.
Man, it ain't no question.
It's the new hashtag.
And the world need to see that. In the city.
Yeah.
The city need to see that. Most definitely. Tell a friend, man. Most definitely. Weezy, what you got for your best of the week, man?
My best of the week was early this week. Jalen Ramsey, man, said he won Super Bowl winning.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like that.
Duval.
Yeah. You don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. What about you, Joe?
Best of the week, Errol Spence, man. Last night, back in the ring, got the nice little hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
He made light work of Lamont Peterson.
Yeah.
Like, it was trouble out there.
Yeah.
Spence, WBC junior middleweight champion.
Yeah.
Good to see him back out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely. My best of the week. Last week, we were on show 203, which was our All-Star selection show.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And I said on that show that FSP versus On Deck TV game would end in a 24-0 debacle. Now,
explain to the listeners again what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying basketball. Yeah. Me, Jeff, and Weezy versus Lou. Yeah. Some stiffs. Yeah. And Animal Brown. Nah. Literally, when people say, you know what I'm saying? So, Jordan Starks, shout out to Jordan Starks.
Yeah.
When Gucci Lou on Facebook said, basically, we were talking about him like he was a scrub in basketball.
Yeah.
So, Lou went onto Twitter.
Yeah.
He went all Twitter fingers on him.
He did.
He went Twitter fingers on him. Threatening you in the group chat.
Yes,
he said, Jeff, if you don't want no smoke, don't say nothing.
He did.
Yeah, for sure.
He did.
But he said to me, at J Ho,
I seen that tweet.
Bold prediction, you will never hear at J Ho mention this FSP challenge on the podcast because all I do is win, end quote. He went on to say, you respect your credibility more than that. You can end this now and walk away unscathed.
Damn.
Look, admit that.
Look,
Respect your credibility.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you know I can't go out like that with you. You know, yeah, I don't have the, you know, what my dog Dion said. I tried to take the high route. But I don't have the directions. I don't got directions to the high road. You know what I'm saying? Who you got on this team, Lou? You got Lou Williams. You got Ken Bazemore. You got Dennis Schroeder.
You gonna need him.
You got Kirk O'Banks. You got Chris Brown. You got Quayle.
Possibly.
You got 2 Chainz.
He better.
You got Bo.
He better.
You better have Bo.
Yeah,
for sure.
Put him in the mix.
Listen, unless he pull up like Gina did in '92 with the '92 Dream Team.
With Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie.
Right. Rebecca Lobo.
Yeah.
I'm doubling down.
Yeah.
For sure. 24-0. Lose a one-way ticket to hell. Can't go left. Ain't picked up a basketball since 2008.
He said he traded for us.
Man, listen, the last person I'm worried about in the basketball challenge is Gucci Lou.
He said he traded for us.
You better stick to the designer
and
stay the hell up out of this basketball challenge.
Shout out
the hell out of here.
Wherever you want to play.
Wherever. However.
Yeah.
If he need Quavo.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
He might unretire Dominique Wilkins.
Spudwell.
See what I'm saying?
Stacey August.
Man, come on, Plastic Man.
Kevin Willis not walking on that court.
Man, hell no. Not with Lou. But this is the thing, though. We'll never play this basketball. He probably is listening to this right now and will forget it by the time he press the 15 seconds to go further. So shout out to my dog.
Yeah.
That's my brother though, Lou. It ain't no B.
Shout out to Gucci.
But guess what?
Yeah.
It's B.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, most
Most definitely. Worst of the week, Weezy. Who you worst of the week?
Worst of the week, man. The snow, man.
Snow got you.
Yeah, snow.
Snow hell.
It was rough.
Snowpocalypse.
It was rough, man.
Yeah, it was tough.
Car wash is popping.
Man, that's my worst of the week.
I still haven't even got to the car wash.
Oh, listen, I'm trying to
There's too
say.
many people there.
The line like a user release.
Goodness.
It was crazy. You gotta see my truck, man. Look like I live in a land.
See my car, dude.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
My car's silver.
Well, I gotta drive to go get a damn car wash. Cookville.
Easy. Not nowhere
I need to
around
go
here.
holler at TK, man. Music City Auto Spot,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Something. I need to do something.
Good, great.
Cause what about you, Joe? What's your worst
Man,
week?
mine is more like a fresh for dummies type of topic.
Okay.
So I don't mean to step on your toes.
Hey, ain't no
right now.
totally stuff. Don't go ahead.
But Nike dropped the ball though.
Yeah.
You see the PG1, the
PG1.
Black History Month,
Yeah, man.
It was ugly.
Nah, you crazy. No, it's fresh.
I don't like it.
and they not dropping
That's
them. They
fair.
not making a general release. Not making a release out of them at all.
At all.
I
Period.
need those.
Yeah,
Why?
you need those.
I need.
Why they not releasing?
I don't know why they didn't do that. I guess they were so focused on the PG2 release that
Yeah.
came out yesterday.
That's
They dropped the ball. Nice shoe.
It's a nice shoe.
PlayStation. Lit up, John. Yeah.
You got the PG2?
I'm not. Listen, I've came to the conclusion. I was talking to Emma Brown about this show.
Okay.
Emma Brown.
Okay.
They're just good basketball
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah.
And I think we tried to turn them into leisure shoes
Yeah.
that you could wear with tech fleece or
Nah, I
whatever.
ain't gonna do that.
They're just basketball. They hoop shoes.
Definitely PG2 is definitely just a hoop shoe.
That's a hoop shoe.
That's a definitely
That's a hoop shoe.
shoe.
Most definitely.
All right. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and the aforementioned Spike Lou each and every Wednesday.
Gucci Luke.
Yeah, Gucci Lou. Their latest episode, Classic Hip Hop Singles Remixed, is out right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good show, man. It's a pretty good
For
show.
sure, man. Most definitely. What's your favorite remix, Jeff?
Favorite remix of all time?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Been Around the World remix.
That's tough.
That's a good remix.
Man,
With the beat,
tough.
with Carl Thomas, Mason.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good remix.
it's tough. Yeah, nah, what's my favorite remix? I like a bunch of Khaled's remixes. Chevy Riding High remix.
Check right now remix. I'm so hood remix.
I'm so hood remix. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Nah, for sure.
Those
Yeah.
are the Soldiers remix. Part 2. You know, with the crickets right there.
For
Gotta
sure.
look at it.
You know them crickets behind that. What about you? What you got a remix? You mess with?
Remix.
Weezy generation don't do remixes though.
I'm gonna go with
I realize. Yeah.
the Kanye
Easy
West.
act like
You know,
he's
talk-
25. My bad.
I got it.
No.
Nah.
Kanye West what?
Nah.
Kanye West.
Nope.
Kanye
I'm
West
done.
what? Let's roll with it.
What's the
man.
remix? What's the remix?
Nah, I'm done. Let's roll. Let's roll.
Not for real, it's a remix, Sam.
Nah, I'm done. Let's roll.
What's your remix? Kanye West what?
Kanye with all the lights from Drake.
I like
That's a
that.
solid,
That ain't
that's a
bad.
solid choice.
That's a good one.
Solid choice.
Yeah, I know what it
Weezy,
is.
Weezy's whole like hip hop, is directly related around Drake. It's
Easy.
fun. Yeah, for sure. The Ladies Room podcast, man. You check out Rizzo and Anne Marie to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. You can catch up on past episodes and follow Ladies Room podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Most definitely. The Ladies Room podcast. Most definitely. When was the last time you checked out a good Ladies Room podcast?
I listen to all the ladies.
That's for sure. You definitely a fan favorite. Most definitely. Fresh with Dummies, man. Me and my dog Animal Brown is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You catch our latest issue with the H&M controversies up right now. Directly for the culture, you can follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all of your social media outlets. Most definitely. Do you have a dog in the fight with the H&M?
I like the way y'all covered it, like the way y'all handled it. I'm a little more emotional about the topic.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel the way
So
about
I
that?
took it to heart. Like, I understand the parent. She's not really upset about it.
For sure.
But for it to reach our soil and to see that, like I automatically was triggered once I read it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You was like, you
it's
weren't really
we
with
gotta
that.
take it down.
Yeah, for sure.
We get that out of here.
Yeah. You felt the way. What about you, Weezy? You ain't got a dog in the fight.
I do, but I don't want to go into it.
Most definitely. I can respect and accept that.
All right. And you can read up on your favorite FSP co-host.
You need to talk to us.
Yeah.
Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on past episodes of the other shows we mentioned on the network and much, much more. How do you do that, you ask? Just search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend. to support the real. OMG!
Man, OMG, most definitely. Air horns, most definitely. Jeff, you got 10 good wrestling seconds.
Let's do it.
Let's start the clock.
All right, man. We've been talking about it the last couple of weeks. Raw 25 is this week.
Oh,
Tuning in.
Uh-oh, what's up, man?
Tuning in.
Yeah.
You watch?
Sure. Yeah, let's watch it.
Chicken wings and raw.
Yeah, let's do
Chicken
it.
rings. That sounds something else. Anyway, should be a fun time. We got Stone Cold in the building, Degeneration X, The Undertaker, and others are scheduled to make appearances, man. It's going to be a good show.
You excited about it, Jeff?
Definitely. Royal Rumble next week.
Yeah,
This
it's rolling.
my kind of week.
Yeah, I was rolling. You in mid-season form,
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Degeneration X. That was my dog Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
It was of course Triple H.
Okay.
And it was X-Pac.
Yeah, we go.
And I don't remember anybody else. China.
Road
Yeah.
Dogg, Ginger Giant.
Yeah.
That was past me.
Billy Gunn.
That was way
Yeah.
past me.
Nah,
Yeah.
that was right there.
No way. I don't even know who Badass Billy Gunn is.
New Age Outlaw.
You know New Age Outlaw. If we played how their entrance music, you'll fall in line just like everybody. It's your generation. That's us.
For real.
Yeah, you'll pick up on it.
Oh, man. Guess what? We got a question of the week, Phil.
There we go.
Okay. It's press a button, though. not
Appeal.
not appeal.
One
Just
appeal
pressing
is
the
a
button.
button.
We pressing the button.
Okay.
All right. The red button, you get an instant $1 million. The green button, you get a 50% chance of $100 million. The blue button is a 75% chance of $50 million. And last but not least, the actual black button is an 80% chance of $2.5 million.
Red button, automatic meal ticket.
Automatic million. Green button, 50% chance of 100. Blue button, 75% chance of 50 million. And an 80% chance of 2.5 million with the black button.
Let's go blue button.
You going blue button, 75% chance of 50 million.
Yeah.
Woo. I'm spooked, man.
Can't miss what you don't have, though.
Can't miss what you don't have.
I'm going to green button.
You going to green button, 50% chance of 100.
Yeah.
Just give me the million.
Just get out.
Give me the million.
Yeah.
What you got, cameraman? You going with a million. Because I know I'm getting, it's 100%. I press this button, I will have $1 million.
But if I press that other button.
But if you press that black button,
What if I pass that
but not
green
a blue
light,
button.
hotter. He'll be hot at me.
Ooh.
Weezy with 100?
Weezy. The world don't want to see Weezy.
world don't wanna see
Sir.
The world does not want to see Weezy with $1 million. I'm telling you.
Let
They
alone
They already seen that.
100?
They already seen that. They already seen that.
That boy, he been listening to old big time Weezy. How you love that?
Now, don't forget to tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page.
Sir.
On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Since 2014,
To tell a friend.
to tell a friend.
Yeah. To tell a friend that stupid bets about NFL football.
Yeah. I don't know where that's going, but yeah.
It's going somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, most important, the Revolution Movie Podcast.
Do never forget that.
Oh, for sure. Before we can start the first half, you got a poll question for the people.
Yes, sir.
Let
Poll
people hear.
question this
Hey.
week is,
Mhm.
which high school phenom was the most overhyped? A. Mike Kabongo, number 10, in his class of 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Gerardo Sidney, number 7, in his class of 2009.
You want to start over?
Not really.
Okay.
Xavier Henry, number 3, in the class of 2010. And Cliff Alexander, number 3, in the class of 2014.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to start over?
Nah, I
No, you
know.
don't.
You want to read that one more time?
Nah, for real. Try it one more time.
Ah.
Before we get started with the first half, we got a poll question for the people. Weezy.
Yes, sir. Let's go to the poll question one more time.
Uh-huh.
Which high school phenom was the most overhyped?
Okay.
Michael Bongo, number 10 in his class of 2011.
For sure.
Bernardo City, number 7 in his class of 2009.
Okay.
Xavier Henry, number 3 in his class of 2010. Cliff Alexander, number 3 in his class of 2014.
Most definitely. That's it. That's a good one. Yeah. You got the gym right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my guy, Mick Kabongo, the pride of Canada, did not live up to the hype.
He was one of those, not the first, but one of the, when that movement was coming, he was.
Kabongo went to Texas and never really left
Got
after
in
1
trouble.
year. He never really.
He didn't play no more.
Nah, he never. Xavier Henry, one of the best players I've seen play live, got injured a little bit, and he
Tell that true
never,
story about it. He bounced back.
never bounced back. Cliff Alexander, who looks like Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Looks just like Bobby Brown.
Where's one?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Dude, I'm telling you, that might be Bobby Brown Jr. No bullshit. I'm telling you. Millie Bobby Brown might have a brother. You know, Millie Bobby Brown is some Stranger Things. Y'all don't watch that? I don't watch it either, but I know who Millie Bobby Brown is. Shout out to cameraman. Yeah, for sure. Cliff Alexander, thought he's one of those first big men to go to Kansas and they just never really. And last but not least, Renardo Sidney was the first big man. He was DeMarcus Cousins. Before DeMarcus Cousins, he goes to Mississippi State, fights his teammate.
Talk about
And
it.
the coach, isn't
And the coach.
Yeah.
Gets kicked off, never plays in the NBA.
Yeah.
Basically never played college.
Never heard anything.
For sure.
it?
Renardo Sidney was nice though.
Yeah.
Say the biggest bust, I would say Renardo Sidney. Just on the strength of how hyped he was, big 6'10" guy, can bring the ball to the floor,
He was
can do a lot.
DeMarcus Cousins before DeMarcus Cousins.
I just said that.
I didn't hear that. But go ahead.
I
didn't hear
Who you got a dog in this fight? Who you got?
No, I'm out of it.
You
Man.
done?
Anything else to say?
What-
Give me Cliff.
Give you Cliff.
Cliff.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you got to see a picture of Cliff. Before we get started this first half, man, I got to show you a picture of that. Let's get going, fella.
Yeah.
The first half is underway.
First half, man. Hottest sports news of the past week before we start. I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Wheezy. I'm Wheezy. What's going on?
You came in hot right there.
240 shows, man.
I'm Wheezy, man.
Where we at with it? Where can they find you on social media?
I'm FSP_Wheezy.
On
IG.
what are you on Twitter?
How is this possible?
Jeff, where can they find you on social
Jay
media?
laid the four across the board.
Sure, most definitely. I'm Jay Ho, man.
How's the kingdom going?
It's getting tough. It's getting tough. The line getting shorter. The line definitely getting shorter. Let's talk about conference championship weekend in the NFL. Starting off with the Jaguars versus the Patriots. Looks like the Patriots have cemented themselves as a participant in Super Bowl 52.
Yeah.
52, 51, 52. What went wrong for the Jags?
Go ahead, Will.
Just too much time right. That's all it
I think they started playing to not to lose. You know, put their back against the wall and they said, you know what? I'm just going to try not to lose this game. And that's the best way to lose a game.
They didn't get creative with their run game either. Like they ran to the left side of the ball 85% of the carries on the second half.
Stat of the day.
That's rough.
Yeah, they can't win a game like that. Yeah. Most definitely. Then you have to look at it too. Marquise Lee playing with a bad wheel. Alan Hearns was just getting back to 100%. So it's just one of those guys that I think that the Jaguars have a really good team. And if they get a quarterback to put themselves in a position where they can actually win games, they'll be a force to reckon with. Go ahead. No,
Do y'all think the quarterback position is being overvalued right now?
No.
Hear me out. Blake Bortles made it to the AFC Championship.
Great defense.
Case Keenum made it to the NFC Championship.
The best defense.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you got the defense to cover.
Andy Ford's got a great defense.
But that's my point. It's
And
like,
then-
are we overvaluing what you need from a quarterback?
So, but we got a good quarterback, right, in Brady, and they're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
They have a good defense too. The defense has definitely clamped down over the
If
second half of
Blake
the season.
Bortles was a good quarterback, he'd have beat this team.
They'd beat the hell out of them.
But Blake Bortles played the best game you can play today. He had no interceptions, over 200 yards passing, and a touchdown.
But you know, Jeff.
I'm just asking.
You know that was Marcus Mariota.
No.
He threw it down the field maybe once or
Yeah,
twice.
no, I'm not saying it was. I'm
Right.
not saying he put
I
up
see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying.
Offense,
We are dealing with more Trent Dilfers than we are with Tom Brady's in the NFL. And I get that. Yeah, for sure. It is overvalued in some aspects, but nothing like a really good offense to help out with
it's
a
definitely
quarterback.
more fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Vikings versus the Eagles. You guys have a dog in this fight. Who's going to win and why?
Latavius Murray wears Iverson cleats.
Oh, shit. Jeff, he won him for the first quarter, and he was back in his regular cleats right after
He's
that.
back doing it again this week, so Vikings.
I like the Vikings. I think it's just one of those things with them, like we talked about. They have a great defense. Case Keenum is playing not to lose as well. They got good wideouts. This is the thing.
Okay.
And Thielen is hurt. He's playing with fractures, I think, in his back. So in turn, it's going to be tough for him to play at 100%, and they need him. They need him.
Yeah.
And my guy, Laquan Treadwell, hasn't stepped up yet for them, so they need him. Man, he's a 4th wide receiver. It's my guy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs was not supposed to happen.
Oh, no.
It's supposed to be Treadwell.
Oh, it's supposed to be Treadwell.
Yeah.
Well, Treadwell, hell yeah, it's supposed to be Treadwell.
It's supposed to be Treadwell.
Yeah. Stephon Diggs was the year before Treadwell,
Yeah.
but if you look at it, you say, Laquan Treadwell was the number 1 wide receiver in his high school recruiting class. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's somebody that, he's Josh Gordon to me. You understand?
Yeah.
He has the same build and all that, man. I don't know what went wrong with that.
So you got the Vikings too?
I think the Eagles gonna win this one, man.
I got the Vikings.
Yeah.
To win the Super Bowl.
Vikings beating New England. Said that confidently, for sure.
They got the blueprint there. Just watch the Jacksonville.
Nah, for sure. The blueprint is out there.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So we got Jags for me. I thought the Jags had a really good chance of winning this. Patriots win that game. Then Vikings, Eagles. So, and I got the Eagles winning that one. So I think I might be off for 2 in this conference championship, but we'll see.
Well, I'm definitely off for 1 so far.
Yeah.
I got the Vikings winning that game. So we'll see.
Here we go.
Keep
Weezy with your weak ass baby.
Oh, my goodness. What are you talking about?
Now you said that the Jags are gonna win this whole thing. What you said? You remember that?
I don't think I said that. Was it rolling tape, man?
Yeah, it's tight. Cameron, pull that tape. My bad, Jeff.
Hey, no problem, guys.
I said the Jags gonna win the whole Super Bowl.
I'm almost for certain you said that.
Because I picked the Vikings to win in the beginning. I said Titans, Vikings, Super Bowl. So I said the Jaguars was gonna win the Super Bowl. I said
He
that.
did say Titans, Vikings.
No, but you said
We
Jacksonville was gonna win
Today.
and they were gonna win this whole thing. Go ahead, Jeff. My bad.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
If I said it, I said it.
Excuse me, y'all. Let's keep it in the NFL and talking about quarterback. I want to read y'all a quick quote from my quarterback and just see what y'all think.
Mhm.
This is Tyrod Taylor after he was benched in Buffalo. It's like an ongoing conversation we all have with each other. Let's see what y'all think. It's always going to be twice as hard, twice as bad, just because of who I am, an African American quarterback. So the press kind of pressed him a little bit more after he said that to see what he meant. Look across the league, man. We're held to a certain standard. We almost have to be perfect. I wouldn't say it's just an African American quarterback thing. It's an African American athlete thing, or just a plain African American thing.
It's 100% correct.
So, all right. So Tyrod said this around the week he was benched in Buffalo for Nathan Peterman, who did what Nathan Peterman does the next game after the Bills gave him 40 points on defense the previous week.
Right.
Do we agree with Tyrod?
I mean, listen.
Got to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Quarterbacks, the actual percentage, and basically we'll go with stereotypes. And racial stereotypes of NFL quarterbacks in some cases have been 100% geared towards being a lot less receptive towards black quarterbacks. 100%.
Right.
I mean, 3 of the past 4 Super Bowls have had a black quarterback.
Right.
But the number of black quarterbacks have actually thrown 100 passes in the season over the last 10 years has declined since 2005.
And I think that comes from, remember we had that influx of spread offense coming to the league. You wanted the athlete quarterback. And
Mike Vick.
But you wanted the athlete. That was the buzzword. Never questioned, never talked about throwing accuracy or throwing power. Always called him an athlete. And I feel like one thing is that we put people in the right system. Like how they're going to do my kid from Louisville this year.
Lamar Jackson,
not even speaking about him as being a quarterback, he can actually lead your team probably better than some of those people.
Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson's just as good as his quarterbacks, Josh Allen's,
all those guys.
all those guys.
Yeah,
Man.
so it's just funny, man.
The only, I think, African American quarterback they give their props to, and I don't think he's all the way black. Russell Wilson.
He's all the way black. He's 100% black. He's very black. Black mom, like that. But yeah, no, for sure. It's just tough.
They give him his props. They don't give Cam his props. They don't give Russell. But they give Russell. Don't say any bad things about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson.
Cam, I will say this about Cam though. He does sometimes give them ammunition by the way he handles himself.
Right.
So I think if Cam took another approach sometime, or just lived with it and just say, "This is who I am. I'm gonna be this guy regardless."
Yeah.
Just do that. But sometimes Cam just kind of plays that middle role
He
a
does.
little too much.
He gives them ammunition.
Yeah.
He gives them
I think
definitely
that's on
ammunition.
purpose almost.
But
Like
if you sit and think if we're still stereotyping athletes and sports like this, just imagine for the people that go and work a regular 9 to 5.
Oh man.
And that could have way more negative consequences.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
So,
shout out to that.
No, most definitely. So yeah, no, for sure. And there's stereotypes in all forms of fashion of life. You know, there's some great cornerbacks that played college football that are Caucasian Americans that didn't get a look because they're just super just thought of as unathletic, not being able to play the position.
Christian McCaffrey deals with something like this.
For sure, most definitely.
Just being honest.
Yeah,
for the position he plays in the NFL, and his skill set.
Yeah.
The last Caucasian cornerback was who?
Jason Sehorn. Gotta be.
Ooh. No, it's somebody else. But let's just go with it.
Yeah, no, for sure. But Sehorns, you got some good safeties out there. Harrison Smith is the best safety in the NFL to me. So yeah, no, for sure. For sure. That's my guy.
Yeah,
man, Harrison Smith. Let's talk about a sport where African Americans stereotypes are still there, but just hidden a lot better. Let's talk about basketball.
That's how you transition, gentlemen. That is how you do it.
The rosters for the 41st annual McDonald's All-American Game were announced Tuesday afternoon.
Okay.
After 7 years in Chicago, the games will take place in Phillips Arena in Atlanta.
Nice.
FSP out.
Possibly.
FSP out.
Yep.
Hey, the game will be played on March 28th.
Okay.
Now, the East team is led by 2 top players in the country, R.J. Beard and Zion Williamson, while the West team has 6 of the top 10 players in the 2018 class. Only 10 schools are represented at this point so far. We have Vanderbilt, Oregon, Kentucky, and North Carolina, and of course Duke have 2 selections apiece. There are 6 uncommitted players on the rosters, including Romeo Langford, who's the number 5 player, Moses Brown, who's the number 17 player, Javon Quinterly, who's the number 23 player, who's a beast, and Jordan Brown, number 30th, and E.J. Montgomery, and number 31, round out the undecided players. Are you guys excited about this McDonald's All-American game?
Me, yes. It's a lot of star power in
This year, for sure.
A lot of eyes are going to be on it. Is Vanderbilt still on?
Romeo Langford, for sure. Okay. Heavy on. Yeah.
Okay.
He's in their top 3.
Just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time.
What do you want to hear?
Yeah.
What you hear?
That's what you get to the street. Now listen, y'all get Romeo Langford. You already got Darius Garland. You got Simi.
Yeah.
You get Romeo Langford, it's going to be trouble in the SEC.
It's time to get some Memorial Gym tickets.
It's time for sure to get some. Yeah, we'll be at a lot of those games.
Yeah.
But the big news came out when Sharif O'Neal, the son of Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal, the number 24 player in the country, was omitted from the game.
It's weird.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
What's that about?
I think it's some of the privilege that goes along with it. I think he's good enough to play in the game.
Yeah.
He should have been in the game.
Right.
100%.
They think it's just the name of Dr. Jersey.
Yeah, they think he's just not as good as these players that I mentioned before him.
If his name was Jay Taylor, he wouldn't be.
Yeah, for sure. It wouldn't be as much. That's a lot of pressure on that kid. And then you got the kid, Emmett Williams. Remember the kid played IMG with Trey Duval? He didn't even get an invite because he had a sexual assault charge that was dropped. But in turn, he didn't get invited. He's the number 20 player in the country.
Now, circle back to Sharif. I'm not touching that.
For sure, most definitely. Yeah.
He got an invite to Iverson's high school game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So,
as he should.
Yeah, so I looked out for him, told him to play his game. So he took care of it.
There's 2 other games. There's the Jordan Brand Classic. Yeah, and he'll play in that.
Yeah,
but he should play.
Yeah.
I mean.
And he's a solid talent.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
He's going to Arizona?
He's going to Arizona.
Yeah.
Now, he can really play. He should have been in this game.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to college football and talk about Weezy's favorite coach.
There you go.
All right, Lane Kiffin is finding his new offensive coordinator. This week he hired 24-year-old Charlie Weiss Jr., son of former Notre Dame head coach Charlie Weiss. Weiss is now the youngest coordinator in college football.
Mm-hmm.
Is that too young?
Nah,
24?
Lane was hired at 24 at Fresno State, so.
But what?
He was an assistant.
Exactly. This kid's
he's an OC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of power.
That's a lot of power at 24.
Yeah, but let's just be honest. He's not gonna be calling all the plays. If that game is tight, he's gonna be monitored.
Well, Lane says he's beyond his years. He's offensive, the way he sees the field and sees the plays, he's different. So
Mhm.
Lane believes in him. Of course, he hired him, but man,
That's that Belichick lineage still getting people hired.
still.
His dad got hired at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
It's trash.
Mm-hmm.
Got hired at Kansas.
Mhm.
Even more trash.
Mhm.
Still getting paid today
Still.
by Kansas. Charlie Weiss Jr. will be fine. Lane, like Weezy said, he was with Lane at Alabama. He was supposed to come to FAU.
Yeah.
Then he got a bigger check in
Yeah.
Atlanta. So it's it's a lot of nepotism going on too in this world we see.
24. That much power.
Yeah,
On
man.
the college campus.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Be careful, young man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's all I'm
I
gonna
seen
say.
I seen the same shit happen to Pat Summitt's son
Be careful, young
at
man.
La Tech.
Yeah.
He had a he had a baby by one of the players.
Oh.
Mhm.
Be careful,
Yeah,
young man.
get the hell out of there. Let's circle back to basketball.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry has
Oh.
the NBA's top-selling jersey
Yeah.
of the 2017-18 season so far.
Okay.
This will make the third year in a row he led the league in jersey sales. Curry is currently edging LeBron James and his Golden State Warriors teammate Kevin Durant to claim the top spot. But what the league should be excited about is that the influx of young stars having sales. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kristaps Porzingis, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Lonzo Ball,
Shout out to Lonzo.
all 23 years or younger, place in the top 11 and are franchise cornerstones. Is this good?
Got a bright future.
Yeah, and that's good for
Yeah.
the long-term health.
The league is just fun to watch right now.
Ah, man.
It's a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Well, not all teams.
Yeah.
Most teams.
Yeah.
The only thing I have a problem about with the NBA right now, my only problem is just the defense is just slim.
Yeah, it's
It
a
is,
lot of
man.
it's a lot of running and gunning. Nobody really plays defense. It's
All AAU to me.
yeah,
a bunch
it's
of
turned
AAU.
into a
I
lot.
don't think it's AAU bad.
It ain't that bad, but it's a lot of offense being played for sure.
I mean, that's for viewership, though.
For
That's
sure.
Why, that's why the ratings do the roof.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see people put up numbers.
Mm.
You want to see people get ice for game winners.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
for
national
sure.
TV.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to see
I mean,
the athletes
Yeah,
out there reaching.
I mean,
Oh God! Wait, just
and this is the funny
I
thing
want
about
to
it.
throw the first shot this week
No.
because he throw it every week.
I mean, you expect guys like Curry, LeBron, Durant, Russell Westbrook to be near at the top, but to see the young stars,
That's good.
is good for the league, for sure. But at the same time, Stephen Curry, 3 years in a row,
Absolutely.
put up a post on IG.
Mhm.
Nobody believed in Stephen Curry. A couple of years back,
We want to talk about that a little bit.
we'll talk about it another time. But I just
Okay.
think that even 5 years ago, you would say that list is put out. Steph Curry's not on that list.
I don't think 5 years.
It was 5 years ago. He still wasn't on the list. No,
No,
it was. I'm telling you, it was 5 years ago. They did the same exact thing for 5 years
Yeah.
past that. He still wasn't on the list, Joe.
Hmm.
And that
Well-
list was still very similar.
Let's be honest.
Steph Curry was easy to look over looking out of Davis.
No,
But
this
wasn't
was
that-
5 years ago.
But,
It's 2011.
but you gotta remember too.
Oh, wow.
That was the
Yeah.
fear of his ankle.
It's true.
That was the thing. I didn't want to get involved because
Yeah.
a lot going on the post.
Mm.
But people really forget about that. The early parts of his career, people were afraid that he might not even be able to play.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
He has really bad ankles.
Yeah. So I think we got to keep that in mind too. Like, just
Oh,
keep
yeah,
it
for sure.
perspective of it.
But I remember in 2011, 2012, I was saying that this kid is the best point guard in the league when people were talking Darren Williams, people were talking Derrick Rose, people were talking CP. I said, this kid's the best player in the league.
Well,
Average 23 points a game.
injuries did to Derrick Rose because
Derrick Rose, for sure.
Yeah.
Darren Williams,
That's-
injuries.
Yeah.
He had double ankle surgery.
Yeah. That's still to this day, right?
What the hell
What
is
the
he
hell is
thinking?
that about?
Whatever.
Man? All right. Let's talk about when a joke becomes reality.
Okay.
Y'all remember when Alabama linebacker Mekhi Brown went after the member of the Alabama coaching staff in the national championship game?
What was that?
All right, so Nashville Twitter had ourselves a day that night, saying this kid will be playing for Tennessee State University next year.
Yeah.
Spoken to exist.
Well, yeah, we were right.
Yeah.
Sort of. Turns out Brown had applied to be and had been accepted to TSU about a month before the national championship game. So how about us predicting the future?
Nah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
And that's one of those things, too.
We had a night that we was 10 May.
Knocking out the park.
Hey, nah, literally.
Literally.
All pun intended.
As soon as he did,
Yeah.
he going to TSU next year.
Sure, either that last chance you.
Right.
Yeah, nah, that's all I saw. He was not going to play
Yeah.
at Alabama, and it was one of those things where Alabama does a great job of recruiting players, but they also, if they're not going to play, They're going to get them in a spot where they'll be able to play.
It's
And
an
this kid,
organization right there.
he's 6'5", 240, number 8 player
All these kids want to play, man.
on his weak side defensive end position. Nah, man.
Think about that.
It's gonna
Say,
kill the team.
Look here, like, we don't have a spot for you. You
Mm.
gonna see me somewhere where you gonna play,
Mhm.
get some looks.
Yeah.
It's a great school.
Yeah, no, for sure. And they said he said, you know, that he really felt like a jerk about what he did. He said that's not how he is. He was just frustrated. He knew that could have costed him the game. Super apologetic about it. But
And he's got to pass a little bit of protocol before he just plays
Oh,
the
yeah.
TSU.
Yeah,
Just
no,
keep that
for
in
sure.
mind.
Yeah.
We were joking, but he
Yeah.
have to go through a couple things before he gets on the field.
He gonna suit up.
listen, I'm trying to he'll be up in the land of the golden sunshine.
Man,
He'll-
golden
He
sunshine.
will be playing. Most definitely. You think about it, we got 4 D1 transfers coming to TSU. You got Makai Brown, like you mentioned. Got Minnesota quarterback Demery Croft. Demery Croft, Illinois linebacker Christian Abercrombie, and Connecticut defensive back John Robinson IV.
I didn't know about
All 4 eligible to participate and play in 2018.
Hey,
Look at TSU.
Look at
Hey,
TSU.
you need players.
that. Yeah.
And if you
Gotta
go
play.
down there and you play,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind TSU becoming transfer you like Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
Howard got a bunch of big transfers. So
I mean, it's been proven you can make the league from TSU.
you can make the league from anywhere. Yeah, no,
Just
what
get some looks.
you just got
you have to be a player.
you just got to dominate. If
Can't
you
be
go
a
down,
boy.
who's that? Listen, you're right. Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
You wanted that jersey.
Hey, listen, I'm still looking for that jersey because I believe in Treon. But Treon Harris, he let me down. He let the hood down. He let the hood down.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this guy gonna go.
Yeah, nah.
He gonna ball.
Mm.
Get what he did. He
He
stalled.
lost his job.
He didn't even start the last 3 games. Treon Harris,
Yeah.
he was a starting quarterback. He beat Tennessee.
He said seafood sensation too much. Too much seafood sensation.
Treon, still need that jersey. I believe in you, Treon. My dog. Y'all ready to get started with halftime? Let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown is a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're talking NFC Championship, AFC Championship. We're going to touch on the Cavs' decline as well. But first, the NFC Championship. We have the Vikings versus the Eagles. FSP, who's going to take it? I think the Vikings are going to take it. I think they're a better all-around team. They're both playing with journeyman quarterbacks, which is very interesting. Interesting dynamic for this game. But it's something about the Vikings. The Eagles are playing well, too. Their defense is dynamic. But the Vikings defense is playing well, too. All right, AFC Championship. We're talking Jags Patriots. Now, remember, the Jags are running the same system that the Seahawks run on defense. Now, we remember the Super Bowl about 3 or 4 years ago where they should have gave the ball to Marshawn Lynch and won the game. It's the same defense. This is how the Jags are built. Get after the pass up front with 4, defend, play man on the back end, long-rangey DBs, linebackers that can run and cover people out of the backfield. That's the ingredient for the Jags this year that has been successful. And they have done a good job getting those players that can implement and do their system. But Tom Brady's still Tom Brady. I understand that Rex Burkhead ran into his hand. He probably going to get cut for that, by the way. Can Blake Bortles do it? The question is, can Blake Bortles make enough plays? He did it against my Steelers, man, so I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to pick the Jags. I'm going to pick the Jags. I think they have the ingredients to do it if they can get after Tom Brady up front. I'm going to pick the Jags. It will be the Jags and the Vikings in the Super Bowl. I know you guys are saying that I'm out of my mind right now, but it's okay. Maybe I am. Moving on to the bum of the week. All right, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 4-10 in their last 14 games. They just gave up 148 points to the Thunder. Now, mind you, the Thunder do have a big 3, but after that, they have some middle of the road, below average Jags, just another guy on their team. They have some Jags on their team. Let's just be honest. Unacceptable. What's going on with the Cavs? My basketball analyst there. J-Ho, what's going on with them, man? Hey, man, they couldn't beat Cleveland Street Center right now. They couldn't. They couldn't do it. They couldn't go to Hartman Park and win a game right now. I'm just being honest with you. 148 points at home. Unacceptable. For that very reason, the Cleveland Cavaliers, you guys are the bum of the week. Hey, I am the coach, Coach Brown, that is, Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown, you were wrong about the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the table, pretty much, I felt good, though, after the first half.
I see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I was right there with you.
Yeah, no, I'm
I was
telling you.
wrong, too, Coach Brown. I wasn't about it.
The coach started coaching not to lose. You got Matt Patricia dialed up, like you're saying, 85% to the left, Jeff?
To the left. Every run goes to the left.
Come on.
That's typical, man. I mean, give them boys a break. Them boys are worst to first.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
for sure.
worst
That's what I'm
first.
saying. They have started a great thing. They got Darius. They got a great D-line.
Yeah.
They got one of the best, if not the best, corner
They throw some
in
money.
college football.
Throw some money at
I mean,
Kirk
in the
Cousins.
NFL.
Throw some money at Eli, man.
I don't think that's it.
I don't know if Eli.
I don't think
I don't
Eli's
think
the
Eli's
answer.
the answer.
I think Case Keenum.
Keenum ain't going nowhere. I'm trying to tell you, Case Keenum ain't
One-
going
they
I
nowhere.
gotta
think
get
they
rid
might
of-
franchise.
They got to get
They
rid
got
of
to
one
get
of
rid
those
of those
three.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's 3 quarterbacks.
Teddy going.
Teddy might be gone.
Teddy might be gone. I've seen them. They got rid of worse.
Case
Shit,
Keenum ain't going nowhere.
I can see that.
Somebody gonna overpay for Case Keenum. It's gonna be so fun.
Somebody's gonna overpay for Kirk Cousins too.
That's a foregone
That's,
conclusion.
yeah, that's already gonna happen, right? Now, Weezy, let's talk about LeBron real quick. Then we can start with the second half.
I ain't seen this frustrating in a long time.
He said this is the most frustrating year of his 15-year NBA career.
I watch his body. His whole body language is down.
Yeah, and we were talking about IT post production. What IT can't say is, "Hey, we did this in Boston."
I didn't like that.
No,
It's
you're in Cleveland, my man.
Yeah.
And y'all know IT is my guy.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't listen. No, we understand.
But you know what that is though,
What's that?
and I think a full season of this, I think him and LeBron would go at it
Yeah,
because IT in his mind and how he plays,
Mhm.
he's the guy.
IT is the
More
guy.
so, I think more so than anybody else LeBron has ever played with.
For sure.
He might have a bigger chip on his shoulder and ego than Kyrie.
Yeah,
Definitely Dwayne Wade when they were playing. You know what I'm saying?
for
So-
good reason though.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but LeBron
Yeah.
doesn't work well with that.
No,
You know what I mean? So
no,
woo man.
it can get ugly.
Yeah.
And, you know,
One could be. It could work out too. Because I think people overreact. Me personally.
yeah, when you lose 9 of your last 14, Joe.
Okay, but previous to that, they were one of the better hot streaks they've ever had in LeBron's career
What
too.
was that?
So let's kind of level it out a little bit.
And I don't, to blow up the team how they're planning on doing.
That's
I don't think
true.
that's in the pieces they're planning on bringing in. DeAndre Jordan does not help this team. He helps them defensively.
Yeah.
But he does not help them. What they need scoring. They need scoring from people, like JR, Dwayne Wade. They need scoring from Jeff Green, Weezy's boy. So, and Isaiah Thomas will get back where he needs to be at. I think it's just you got to take your time. And he didn't step up with coach. Come on. You got to take care of your coach.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And see, I think the problem is like when they was on that, they do the same thing every year.
Every
right?
year.
But this year's worse.
Yep.
And a couple years ago, they did the same thing. I was like, man, I don't think we have enough to compete with them.
Mm-hmm.
That was before Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about them boys.
Yeah.
Now,
That's all you got to prepare yourself for.
Yeah.
but now we got to prepare for Kevin Durant. Your boy, Mr. Unanimous, and Klay Thompson's too many of them.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, but hell, they need to prepare for Boston right now. They need to be looking forward to Boston.
I think we can beat them in the same
Man, those boys, man. I don't know. But once we
Boston
get started,
plays very team-oriented basketball.
sure.
So if you into that, they're one of the better teams to watch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for Cleveland, they're like Alabama. Winning the East is not. I mean, that's not good enough.
Yeah. No, I mean,
They gotta go to the finals.
but if you look at that Boston team, just think if they had Gordon Hayward.
That's just the coach, man. They got a brilliant coach.
They do.
They
That
got
was
a
great.
brilliant
Don't-
coach.
Okay, yes, he's putting players in the right position, but don't sell that team short though. That team is playing.
No, they
well.
hoop.
No, but that's a testament to him.
His X and O's is
It's a testament to
yeah.
him.
It's a brilliant coach.
I'm not saying it's not.
They took Butler to
Who
the
you saying it's a testament to?
I'm not.
Oh.
The team.
Oh, the team.
The
You
team.
saying
I'm not
it's a team.
speaking on
Okay.
one player
Yeah.
at all. I'm
Because
saying
I was
that
going to say,
team,
it looked just as good last year with
No,
our team.
but it's just like
Yeah.
It's just a team.
that man took a jump from Butler
Yeah.
right to Boston in the top of the East last 2 years.
It's something
Yeah.
about when your players buy into your system.
Mm-hmm.
When you unequivocally when they buy into your system, that's 50% of it right there.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
To even get these rich young men to buy into what you talking about.
Most definitely, man. Yeah.
That's part of it.
I just hope. I know the LeBron fans are panicking, but
Chill out.
it happens.
Chill out.
It happened last year.
I'm panicking because I know he's gonna go to LA. I'd rather lose in LA than lose in Cleveland.
I don't
I just think,
understand why he would go to LA.
It doesn't make a lick of sense.
I'd rather lose in LA than lose in Cleveland.
Unless
LA gonna give him a bag.
He's gonna get a bag. LeBron James get a bag in Jupiter.
I know he can, but you rather lose in LA or lose in Cleveland?
I'd rather lose in Cleveland.
Really?
Because he has so much power.
So much Teflon in Cleveland.
Oh my God.
They had never blamed him for anything in Cleveland again. He brought him a chip.
I don't think he cares no more.
And that's true.
He brought him back around. I don't think he cares no more. For real.
Let's get talking this basketball. Let's get started this second half.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The second half is underway.
Second half, 2017 NBA Midseason Awards show, Jeff.
Yeah.
FSP style. Before we start, I'm J. Hope.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm wheezy.
Weezy. Yeah, we got to tell them to tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press, man.
Yeah.
Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Tell a friend.
Man, and since 2014,
Since 2014.
most definitely,
Yeah.
about that FSP podcast. See, just a couple of minutes ago, the NBA season just started, Jeff. Here we are.
Yeah.
And the season's certainly been short of storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. It's been hella storylines.
Yes.
Boston Celtics season, we're thinking they're going to contend for a championship.
Yeah.
In the first 5 minutes, they lose Gordon Hayward.
First 5.
First 5 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
The Houston Rockets were hot, and they weren't. Then they're hot again.
Yeah.
Cleveland's defense is a disaster. Now, then it wasn't.
Yeah.
Now it is again. OKC can't play offense. Now they're playing offense. Golden State Warriors taking time off with KD.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is still looking the same. So we're halfway through the regular season schedule for 2017-18, which means it's a perfect time for the FSP to look at the contenders for individual awards and hand out our mid-season selections for sure.
All right.
Now, listeners, these awards are simply based on the mid-season mark of the 2017-18 NBA season.
Not a career stat.
It's that too, and it's not who we think will win in June.
Okay.
Just at the mid-season mark, this is this person's award.
Okay.
Cool? Cool with that? Everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
Listeners, y'all cool with that? All right, cool.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, we're going to start off with the mid-season overrated player. Who you got, Jeff?
Don't surprise y'all.
Yeah.
I got Blake Griffin.
That's not surprising.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
Well, to me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not a correct thing, but definitely this year, like, you let Chris Paul walk. I know he's been injured. I know that before anybody says I know that. But this is the year he's got to turn it around.
For sure.
And to quote CP3, I mean, Lou Will's the best player on the team now.
Mm.
They need to run the offense through him.
Yeah.
That's what CP3 said.
Yeah, nah,
he didn't lie.
Yeah. Lou playing out his
You
mind.
know what I'm saying? You know, so
Yeah.
Blake, I mean, eventually he's going to get dealt. He and
Mhm.
DeAndre Jordan going to get dealt.
Mhm.
He's going to be a great asset to somebody who doesn't need him to be number one or number two.
I agree.
You know, so that's my
Nah,
guy.
Blake, he's
And foundation hurts real.
yeah, and the thing is, he
Okay.
stays injured. You know, he dates one of the
Yeah,
genders. But
yeah.
if you look at how he plays, you know, when he's out there, he balls. He just has to play.
Okay.
He's not playing. So I can see why you're saying that for sure. So making him, I agree with that 100%. Me and Weezy share somebody right here in this one. He was just talking about it. He didn't even know. J.R. Smith. Dude.
Okay.
And then J.R. is my guy.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah.
Now, this is my guy.
Since Denver.
Since
This
Denver.
my guy since Denver.
New Orleans.
Okay.
He was supposed to come to North Carolina.
Yeah.
He's signed with North Carolina.
Yeah.
So for sure, it's been my guy. But J.R., 2 years in a row, under 10 points a game, 7, shooting 24 from 3. J.R. Smith is there to shoot threes.
Yeah.
And defend. 3 and D. That's him.
Yeah.
Gone are the days of J.R. Swish, man.
He got his bag, though.
Got a bag.
Got a bag.
Yeah, shout out to Clutch.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rich Paul. Sham the
they are milking Cleveland for everything.
everything that they got for sure. But you gotta look at last season. It was super difficult. Broke his thumb.
Yeah.
Then his daughter was born prematurely. Then this year, clean slate. Came in, his hands healed, daughter's fine.
Yeah.
Then they come in and one of his guys, gets one of their guys in
Yeah.
and say, hey, you have to come off the bench.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been a drastic decline for my dog, JR. So this was his year to kind of bounce back after all that went on last year.
It hasn't happened yet.
Come on, JR. We need you to step
It
up.
will. Hopefully.
Okay.
For sure. What about a mid-season breakout player, Jeff?
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams. Listen,
Steven Adams.
as I was doing research for the show,
Yeah.
did you know Steven Adams was number 6 player in his high school class?
Yep.
Had no clue.
I ain't either.
Had no clue.
It's my guy.
You know where he played at in college?
Now, I don't know that.
Pittsburgh.
Pitt,
Yeah, okay.
Pitt
Gotcha.
Panthers. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dude, number 6.
Yeah.
Number 6 in
My
his
guy.
class. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Listen to me, man. I know,
Yeah.
Westbrook and all that.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
Steven Adams is more than serviceable.
Oh, my God.
He's playing up for that bag he got last
He got a
year,
buck.
and he's making it look like
For
he deserved
sure.
it.
Steven Adams is playing at a very high level, and the way that he's playing,
Yeah.
first off, it made me look and see, like, damn, I thought Steven Adams came straight from New Zealand.
Yeah, possibly.
Like, I didn't think it was some,
Yeah.
I knew he played college,
Yeah.
but I didn't think that he was going to, I thought it was just one, dude, he's number 6 playing in his class. Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, so he rolling too now.
Okay, see, it's rolling. I was talking to Cam, shout out to Cam. He said, who would have Steven Adams looking like this, another point guard? And I said, it's 5 point guards that could have Steven Adams looking like this.
He said Chris Paul.
Oh, Chris Paul, John Wall. I mean, it's some necessary point guards that get people the ball in spots. So for sure, yeah, most definitely,
He's been doing this for like the better part of 2 years.
for sure, playing at a really high level.
Yes,
For
Steven
sure,
Adams.
started Steven
He
Adams.
should be an all-star.
Steven Adams should be
That's
over
look at
who?
his stats. Look at his stats.
Over who?
Just look at his stats.
Over Jokic,
Yeah, look at his stats.
over DeAndre Jordan.
And you seen the stats.
I don't know about all.
No, seriously. Now, jokes aside, he has increased in every statistical category this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's before Paul George emerged and found his game. He was their second leading scorer.
Oh, for sure.
He's not all-star caliber yet.
At a center in the West, at a 5 in the West, who you got over him right now?
And
Boogie, yes. No. Boogie's already gone.
Cat.
He's already gone.
Cat.
You said Cat wasn't doing that this year.
No, that's what
You
I'm saying.
said this last week.
I don't think Cat will be an all-star.
Yeah, he
but
will.
I'm saying,
Well,
Yeah.
Steven Adams
Yeah, he's
should
playing-
be on our list.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he's playing at all-star level, man.
I wouldn't say that, but he's playing. He's playing at a high level for sure. What about you? Who you have as your mid-season breakout player?
Jeremy Lamb.
Jeremy Lamb. Hey, listen, Jeremy Lamb is playing at a high level. I like that.
Solid
I like that.
16 points.
Yeah,
3 assists.
yeah.
45% shooting from the field.
Hey, check you out, man. That's what's up, man. Now Jeremy Lamb, he's one of those guys, man. They got him with a good contract,
Mhm.
and now they're talking about trading their best contract, which is, Kemba's only making $12.5 million a year.
Kimber's on the trading block.
That's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah.
talking about trading him, and he's their most productive player and their most tradable asset. And they got to get rid of him because they paid Nicholas Batum $88 million.
Per game, man.
Tyler Zeller,
Yeah.
one of those Zeller kids,
Yeah.
$60 million.
Just
I mean,
a lot.
just a lot. My mid-season breakout player is Tyreek Evans,
Oh, for sure.
averaging 19, 45 from the field, 39 from 3, and they're 12th in the West. That's the only thing that.
I always wanted this season for Tyreek.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, rookie of the year. Then it just went. Injuries though.
Well, yeah,
Stayed.
it never went. It never. The trajectory never continued.
Yeah, no, for sure. After that first year,
God.
slowly dipped, and he stayed injured for sure. So, and he only signed for 3.3, Jeff. So in turn, he's looking to get. He's gonna get 60 to 70 for sure. But I'm thinking they'll trade him for a valuable, and they looking for a first round pick
For Tyreek.
Tyreek
Yeah, I
Evans.
think Tyreek Evans last year averaged 15. I mean 11.
11.
Then the year for that averaged 9.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying.
19.
But you got to remember coming out of Memphis, like this is what we
The
thought.
dub.
This was him.
Dub 7-7
Yeah.
is a rookie. Yeah, no, for sure. So, also we also balling too. Shabazz Napier.
Yes, he is.
He's balling, but when he had to step in for Damian Lillard,
Mhm.
kept those boys afloat, 6 in the West. So, yeah.
Kelly Oubre balling too.
Kelly Oubre is balling.
He averaged 12. He averaged 5 points last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Opportunity, and we were thinking this year, Otto Porter, was going to do a lot more.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre came in and took that shine. Mid-season coach on the hot seat, Jeff. Who we got?
That's Tyronn Lue.
Ty Lue.
That should be unanimous.
Nah, man. I got Hornacek, man. Yeah.
How though?
Well, okay, so like how we talked about at the beginning of the season, they came out on fire. Oh, and then they set back.
Yeah.
They got an injury with Tim Hardaway Jr. Kristaps.
He's tired.
He's tired.
Was tired.
Right. Tomorrow they gave Kenmore $80 million, so they expect him.
I couldn't believe they gave him that money.
Yeah.
He can learn how to coach like Carmelo. That's all they do.
Nah, he's fine. He's doing a lot more of his stuff. This team is just terrible on the road. So, just
What are the expectations for this team? For you to have Jeff Horner say, not you,
not to be 10th in the East.
I've heard
They're
this
10th
from
in
other
the East.
people, but what did you expect them to be?
7. I thought this year they make the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah, no, for sure.
With Porzingis being tired.
Tim
I
Hardaway.
didn't know he was gonna be tired.
Oh, I did.
Listen,
I did.
Beasley, you can't say that, and he's played more games than Joel Embiid. So yeah, no, for
I'm
sure.
not saying he hasn't.
Joel,
Yeah.
he don't practice.
Yeah, Joel, he doesn't practice.
He don't practice.
And he don't play back to backs. But if you look at the Knicks, dude, get Beasley.
Mhm.
Beasley has been great for the
He's a
Knicks.
walking bucket.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You get Tim Hardaway Jr., who was great for them too.
Yeah.
And you have Frankie Smokes. And you got
That's
Enes
the young
Kanter,
Rick-
Frank Ntilikina.
yeah.
Yeah. Then you got Enes Kanter, who
Yeah.
plays when he wants to play, but he tweets a lot.
He tweets a lot.
Tweets a lot.
A lot. At
So,
LeBron.
at
too.
LeBron.
Like he hates
Like at
LeBron.
LeBron. Yeah, no, so for sure they started off here, but then they got hurt.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Kristaps gets tired. They play terrible on the road. And this is the thing. They don't play a back-to-back home game until early February. So this can go even more south because they can't win on the road. So
I guess I don't see the talent level on their team the way other people do.
yeah, no, for sure. It's a good
Right.
team, Jeff. They should at least be a 7 seed.
That 10 seed sounds good for them.
Wow, that's crazy. Now, Billy Donovan was on that hot seat. Because you got those 3 players.
Right.
It's always, I've seen plenty of people. Remember when David Black got fired?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, in turn, if it doesn't work,
It could have went that
like
way.
you saying with Ty Lue.
Yeah.
Listen, they saw David Black out. He was coaching overseas.
Yeah.
Said, what are you planning on doing this game? He said, I'm just trying not to get beat and get put up. Somebody putting 148 points on me like they did in Cleveland.
I love it.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? Because not taking up for that, I like Tyronn Lue
Yeah.
as a player and as a coach. You look at how they did him. He was supposed to be there and coach Kyrie Irving
Mm-hmm.
and make Kyrie Irving the focal point of his offense.
For sure.
And LeBron just changed the whole aspect of the league when he started going back home.
Yeah.
They didn't hire David Black for that.
Nah, the hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He
Nah.
wasn't brought in for that.
And they got his ass out of there.
Yeah, most definitely. He was supposed to be able to coach Kyrie Irving
Yeah.
and Wiggins
Yeah.
and my guy Deion
Kyrie
Waiters.
Yeah.
didn't like him. He didn't
Kyrie
like him.
didn't, nobody like Black.
I'm just
Yeah, but he said that was the point.
That was
Yeah,
the
it was
point to
just
do
saying,
it, to change
like they was
it.
bringing him in
Yeah.
to
to mold
specifically
their young team
do
together.
that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Now, does Ty Lue get fired?
possibly. If this is a turnaround this week, he's gone. They're gonna panic. Cleveland is panicking. I don't know why. They're not giving IT time to get himself back together.
He'll make it to the end of the season.
No.
I don't think
They can't handle too much turmoil right now. Not
This is the thing. Who do they bring in?
yeah.
You know?
See, the thing is, I respect that question,
Mhm.
but the thing is, they're so afraid they're going to lose LeBron. So
Mhm.
losing the fact of going to the chip, their chip that they got is we're going to the championship.
Mhm.
If they don't have that playing card anymore, the big joke, if they don't have that no more, LeBron had a reason to stay there.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I just don't think. I think Ty Lue leaves at the end of this year. They get a new coach. I say they maybe go get Mark Jackson or Fizz.
Mark Jackson blackball.
Now, Mark Jackson will coach again.
I almost bet that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Because I think he's for
When
reasons
he
I was.
did.
What
Oh,
I was
yeah,
talking
no,
about
for sure.
on
Yeah,
Spotify,
I know,
I
I'm
think
telling
he's
you.
blackballed.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Because he
But
should.
what about Fizz?
Maybe if
I can
LeBron
see
stays.
Fizz.
If LeBron stays,
Yeah.
yes. But
For sure. But I know Ty Lue's gone at the end of this year. For sure. 100%. When, I'm talking about.
2
Because
years ago.
yeah, for sure. They're not going to win championship this year.
Okay.
So if they don't win this championship or bust, they bring in Fizz. 100%. And LeBron will orchestrate that.
so if LeBron leaves though, why would you fire Tyronn Lue?
Oh, no, if he leaves, it doesn't matter. I said if LeBron stays. Though.
Okay, I didn't hear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. Mid-season defensive player of the year. You guys got me. Who want to go first?
I like Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. Look at that.
Hey, no, can't argue that. I
What?
got Kevin Durant.
We got a unanimous?
Yeah, it's
Look
Kevin
at
Durant.
that.
It's Kevin Durant. He's
Yeah.
dedicated himself to the defensive end this year.
You got to look at it.
You
Go
can
ahead.
tell.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can tell he's trying to play defense.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, preseason favorites like Kawhi Leonard, Rudy Gobert, and Draymond Green, they've all missed games. He's become a shot blocker. Right?
Yeah, I mean, well, let's just be honest. If Kawhi was playing, he'd be right there.
Let's
but they're
talk
not,
about
though.
that for a few seconds.
Yeah,
What's going on?
that's some shit. That's some unseen shit.
Because
going
he
on.
can't get on the court.
No, he can't. Yeah, I think he tried to come back too early
Okay.
with the hammy.
Yeah.
Turn this and set him down, leave him longer. see how things are going. It opens up a spot in the All-Star game, too, because that was a lock.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I think Paul George makes it. That front court right there. The front court spot. Boom, right there. But the Warriors being the number 2 defensive team in the NBA, I think, is a testament to how much
He's
dedicated himself on defense, for sure.
No argument.
All right, cool. What about midseason rookie of the year, fellas? Who wants to go first?
I'll jump out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the easy choice is Ben Simmons, right?
Right.
But my man in Utah, his name
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. He's put up some numbers, man.
Okay, yeah, look at it too.
Yeah.
It's 19.
I think different on that.
Yeah. Who you got? You got Ben Simmons?
Jason Tatum.
Got Jason Tatum. So that's the 3. Yeah.
Like, it's house up to him.
Yeah. Okay, so
They closed the gap, I should say.
most definitely.
Yeah.
So with Donovan Mitchell, right?
Okay.
They're going to trade Rodney Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to let him go in off season because they didn't know that this kid was this good.
Yeah.
He's averaging 19, right around 4 and 4. He's getting a lot of shots, though. He's putting up 20 shots a game.
Okay.
In turn, with that 19, he's been super efficient, though. I'm not saying that it's a thing that he shouldn't, but they are, 12th? 10th? They're 10th in the conference.
Okay.
Compared to Ben Simmons, they're 6th in the conference. And now, if you go with Jason Tatum right here, you say with Jason Tatum, they're number 1 in the conference, and he's still averaging right around 16, 15 points a game. So,
He was
but
a superstar. Jason Tatum's a superstar.
he can play, man.
How much is it going to hurt?
I think he's better than Ben Simmons.
Okay. All right.
He's been out there, though.
Y'all I mean, look at it. Y'all think so?
I'm not saying it's not.
You don't like Ben Simmons' basketball game, right? You know Ben Simmons ain't shot 3 all year.
He's one of the few players in the league that does it.
Yeah.
Sinners included.
This is the thing. He affects the game way more than Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell will ever. He averaged 16 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. He's everywhere.
That's hooping, man.
He's everywhere. So and you just don't like that kid, and I get that.
And I was detracted from him in college. I didn't like his college game, but I took it to summer league for me.
Yeah.
And once I saw
he can do everything. He just can't shoot. He just can't shoot. But he doesn't need
He'll
to.
be a 99 on 2K.
That's
He
it.
can shoot.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand what I'm saying?
So when he gets that, there's nothing you can do with him.
Yeah, man. He does everything and hadn't missed a game. He missed just one game this year, and it was because of a back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? And MB played. Oh, yeah. They'll set you down for a back-to-back. Yeah, but nah, for sure. The last person to match Ben Simmons' number, as far as numbers, as a rookie, Magic Johnson.
It's good company.
It's good company, man. It's good company, man. But yeah, there being backlash from Weezy, got to stop that, man. Kid can play. For sure. Mid-season, most improved player.
Sticking with my guy.
Who's that?
Rob Covington.
He letting you down, Jeff.
No, he's not.
He touched that bag. He touched that bag.
He's actually not going anywhere. They have leveled off as a team. But Rob's still balling.
You just got to stick with that. I see what you're saying. You're sticking to your guns.
I got to stick with it.
But listen what I'm trying to tell you. He started off really hot. Rob started off really hot. Dead ass. I haven't seen Rob Covington in a highlight from shooting or defending since.
But are you watching the game? So honestly.
Yeah, because you know Ben.
Yeah.
He started really hot.
He started out fire.
But he hasn't dropped.
He started buying Gucci, Jeff.
Yeah, he got a lot of more Louis than he used to have from.
Yeah, he started buying Gucci.
Yeah.
And what about Mays? I'm going to go Gucci now.
Oh, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Rough on him.
But that's my pick.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I get what you're saying. You got to stick with your guns.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking with mine.
Okay.
Victor Oladipo.
Solid.
24 points a game, 48 from the field, 40 from 3.
Now,
5 rebounds, 4 dimes.
before this week, he was starting to let you down a little bit too.
He was hurt, though.
I'm just saying.
He was hurt.
I'm just saying.
He was hurt, though.
Okay.
Like, legit. He missed like 5
Yeah,
games.
he was playing through it a little bit too.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I think a lot of his breakout has to do with a situational improvement, right? In turn, he's shooting about 20, 22 times, like we were talking about with Donovan Mitchell. Gets a lot of shots, and he's basically anchoring that team in a playoff position.
That's
and
great.
You know what's crazy? It doesn't look, that Paul George trade doesn't look that bad.
That's what's crazy, right?
That's
instead of losing him for nothing, they got somebody that can actually hold their team together.
Yeah, man. And you got to think about it. He's only 25. Woo. Yeah, nah, for sure. So, confidence.
Yeah. Does a lot.
And this is the thing. Oladipo, he was there to play defense with Russ.
Yeah.
He goes to Indiana, and he's a scorer and still playing really high defense. So.
He changed his whole lifestyle around.
He sure did. Yeah, and now he's dating Bria Miles.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to that.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's an all-star.
Yeah.
That's insane, man. That's awesome. What about you, Will?
I want Tyreek Evans.
Tyreek Evans, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Ty.
I almost think Clint Capella, but I want
Clint
Hey,
Capella.
playing at a high level.
Playing at a high level.
Playing at a high level.
Absolutely.
You want Clint Capella, Steven Adams.
12 points, 11 rebounds.
Dude, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Same player. And Chris Paul has that guy looking really good.
He does.
Really, really good.
That offensive scheme does too.
Yeah.
Let's
just keep it a buck. There's no plays ran for Clint
Not
Capella.
at all.
Hell
Not
no.
at all. It's all he opened on the oop.
Yeah, it was a pick and roll. Yeah, not for sure.
Not calling his number though.
Hell no. But they actually run plays for Steven Adams though. So that's the difference. They run some. It's a pick and roll.
It's a pick and roll situation.
It's probably the same shit for Clint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Steven he just open.
Yeah.
Let's just find him.
He be finding the hell out of me. He loves Steven Adams, dog. Mid-season 6th man of the year, man.
Sweet Lou.
It's got to be Sweet Lou. Right? Last year,
Okay.
Sunday show, I said, man, we might have to rename the 6th man of the year awards for Jamal Crawford.
Yeah. Well.
Then this year happened.
Yeah.
He's having a career at 31.
Yeah.
Are you having 31 points?
No, he's 31 years old.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's having 23, 44 from the field, 40 from 3, 5 dimes. And he kept them afloat. Dude, they're 8th in the West.
Yeah, no.
He kept them afloat. They're
He
over
kept-
500
He kept them afloat.
by himself.
Yeah. Because DeAndre is not going to, he's going to get you some
Hell
points, but he's not going to, command a double team.
Hell no. Listen, they lost Pat Bev.
Yeah.
They lost Austin Rivers, Danilo Gallinari, and Blake. Come on, man.
When is Pat Bev coming back?
He done for the
He
year.
done for the year.
He
What
done
about
for,
River?
he done for damn near the year, for sure.
Austin was coming into his game, too.
Yeah.
Just being real.
He in a boot.
Yeah.
Whenever you see somebody in a boot, it's true. So does when Austin comes back, does Doc put him back on the bench? Louis?
I don't think you
Hell
can.
no, not.
I don't think you can
That's the way
with the way
right now.
Lou is playing.
Yeah. Because to qualify as a 6 man a year candidate, you got to come off the bench more than 30 games.
Yeah.
So, and he started 13.
I don't think
Put
you
on
can.
a bitch 2 minutes. Come on in.
I don't think you can put that back on the bench.
It's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Will he make the All-Star team?
He should.
He should. I hope he does.
He should, man.
He's playing at AC, dude.
He should.
So in turn, if they don't put him in there, then Dame Lillard doesn't make it.
Or CJ McCollum, one of them.
No,
two.
CJ McCollum would never make it anyway.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, who they could take off. You know what I mean?
Because it's the wild card spots.
Right.
And you can put any position there,
Right.
front court or back
Dame
court.
Lillard gonna make it.
I don't think Dame Lillard makes it. Because I know Jimmy got to make it.
Jimmy Butler's going to make it.
Yeah.
Cat should make it.
LaMarcus Aldridge, Draymond, that's going to hurt Cat.
Klay Thompson's going to hurt. It's going to hurt.
Klay Thompson having his best year.
That's
crazy.
That's what's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Because you're going to put 4 Warriors on the offense.
I mean, Draymond's having his worst statistical year, but he's still Draymond, for sure. What about mid-season coach of the year, Weezy? Who you got for your mid-season coach of the year?
My Mrs. Coach of the year? Brad Stevens.
Got to, right? They're 34-12, first in the East. Making the coach of the year case for anyone besides Brad Stevens is far more difficult than making the case for him. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know.
Talk to me.
We can't do it there, Tony. For making that work with Chris Paul and James Harden.
So you lose your number one player, and you bring in one player that hadn't played an NBA game, and then you go in with Jaylen Brown as a person that didn't play in a lot of NBA games last year.
I respect that.
Yeah.
But
You
you
bring
bring
it
your
in,
number one player
Mhm.
and replace him with the same player, just a little bigger.
Two of them. Yeah, you bring in two
Then
players.
you lose Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But when you look at that team, it's pretty much a mirror image of the team he took to the
I
Eastern
agree.
Conference Finals
No,
last
for
year.
sure. I
Not
agree.
selling it short, because I still think the fact that he was number one seed in the East last year was amazing too.
Yeah.
But the way Houston is playing,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you forget all the years D'Antoni ruined in New York
Listen to me, Jay.
and what he did to
Don't listen to
Kobe.
me when I say listen.
Yeah.
Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah.
That he doesn't correct the problems that happen
Yeah.
in the regular season, in the postseason.
But this is a regular season award.
I'm saying.
I'm
like,
agreeing with you, by the way.
Listen,
I'm agreeing with you because they're gonna fall in the playoffs. It's gonna happen every time Chris Paul is going to snap.
I think it's more James Harden. That dude, he's the best regular season player that I've seen since
No, I think that's
Kobe
why
Bryant.
I think that's why they got Chris Paul.
Yeah, to kind of help it. Yeah, I agree with that
That's why
too.
they got Chris Paul.
Yeah,
To help that playoff.
to help.
Tony can't do it.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Harden can't do it. Is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't have the capabilities to do it. I just don't think so.
I just, like I said, Brad Stevens is a great choice.
Yeah.
But I think D'Antoni gonna get more votes than we give him
Listen,
credit for.
at the midseason mark for sure.
Yeah.
And they're 2 games out of first place.
And they were in the
West.
first place before that little dip they took back at Paul. So
For sure. But with the Celtics, they're winning and playing defense.
Yeah.
And it's all a testament to Brad Stevens. That's why I have him winning the midseason coach of the year. Midseason MVP. Now, 2 weeks ago, you asked me about this, Jeff.
Yeah.
I would put money in saying LeBron James will win it because when James Harden goes out, I'm like, LeBron got this in the bag. 2 weeks before that, James Harden.
Yeah.
Man, it's totally different.
I don't know. Do you know?
I know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with what Weezy said. Like it's changed.
It's
5
vacant
times.
for
It's
you.
changed 5 times this
For sure.
This year. It was Kyrie.
It was Kyrie the first 14, the
Yeah.
first,
Yeah,
the first 14
Kyrie
games.
was a runaway MVP.
For sure.
Then it was
James Harden.
Was KD before James Harden, wasn't it? Kind of.
James Harden was cooking.
Yeah, James Harden. Really.
Yeah.
It's been James Harden for a while.
Then LeBron got in there.
got some of those votes.
And then Steph got in there. Then he got hurt.
Then Steph got hurt. Then it was KD.
I think I think KD because of all the stuff we did as far as defense.
Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I just think whoever's left. I think if Houston finishes number 1, you got to give Harden his now
Mm-hmm.
because he, you snubbed him unanimous year.
Mm-hmm.
He was damn close last year.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got to be this year. If he's number 1 in the West, you got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, LeBron get rolling too. He's gonna have. He's gonna get rolling eventually.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
This is the thing.
He was my MVP when we talked about this the first a couple of weeks ago. I said it was LeBron. Like I think it should be. But if James Harden takes that team to number 1 in the West, regular season award, I think it's him.
Yeah, but as far so you're going long term,
Yeah,
but right now
nobody.
you don't have
nobody.
Okay, yeah, I mean all the stuff we said about defense with KD,
Okay.
because James Harden produces better than anybody as far as numbers right now.
Right.
LeBron James carrying the most, I'd say the heaviest load.
Yes.
But I think KD is playing the best basketball in the NBA right now. Not named DeMar DeRozan, who was playing.
That's what I'm saying. That was the fifth person I was talking about.
Yeah,
He's
but it's the
getting
defense stuff down. We all had him as unanimous defensive player of the year in the midseason.
Yeah.
He's shooting 51 from the field, Jeff.
Yeah.
40 from 3.
It's just going unnoticed because that team's so good.
It's so loaded and there's no pressure. It's
so comfortable.
Yeah.
They look so comfortable.
Yeah.
They missed their last one. They made one of their last 9 shots against Houston last night.
Pressure got on.
And
if I was that team, I would never leave.
But no, he'll never leave that team.
KD will leave that team.
Yeah, he'll leave.
He gonna leave that team.
Yeah,
Because
KD's good with himself.
Yeah, he loves DC too much. I think he's gonna go back and play at DC.
But I would never leave.
If he does go somewhere else, it's on the tail end of his career. I don't think when his team, when the age they are right now, they don't have a reason to break up. It's like Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
Unless somebody develops it. I mean, these dudes don't have ego.
No,
All
they
one has
don't.
ego is Draymond, but he knows he's not good enough to talk to Steph or Clay or KD any kind of way because he needs them.
Yeah, they need each other.
Yeah, so it's like
What's he do for a bag?
Draymond, the first person to come up is Clay. Clay comes up next year.
And KD
Draymond.
But KD took a pay cut so he can pay them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, only thing to break that team up is that team decided they want to break it up.
Yep.
If they get too, I know their owner always says they're 9 years ahead of the rest of the league. So unless he gets too smart and tries to deal somebody.
And that dude, I
move.
don't bang with that dude. That dude right there get on my nerves.
They about 4 years ahead of you.
I mean,
not necessarily. I don't
but
think
he says that type of stuff.
Listen.
So he might be, that smartest guy in the room syndrome. You make too many moves.
No, they are about 3 or 4 years ahead of everybody else.
Listen, if Houston if they had Carmelo Anthony this year, they could take them.
Not this year.
This year, if they had Carmelo Anthony on their team instead of Ryan Anderson, they can beat them. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm always saying the same thing about this team. If Cleveland is healthy the first year.
I think Cleveland can, hell yeah.
Because now, hear me out. Before KD, it's Steph, Clay, Draymond.
Yeah.
First year they win.
Oh, yeah, for
when
sure.
Iguodala won the
Right.
Finals MVP.
Right.
If LeBron had somebody other than just Matthew Dellavedova, Kyrie wasn't hurt, Kevin Love wasn't hurt.
Yeah. We're looking at a different team.
And they looked at a different way.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really, that whole we're 9 years ahead of them.
No, that's not true.
Let's
I don't believe
just
that.
chill. So I think he might make a move and try to think he's the smartest guy in the room and deal Klay Thompson or not pay somebody.
And it's gonna blow it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, blow it
Pull
up.
Jerry Krause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I
I
can
hope
see.
not.
I'm telling you, the person I think that would leave first out of everybody is Steph. I think
Where'd he
Steph
go?
really wants to go back and play at Sharp, play at home.
I wouldn't do that.
I really-
Jordan.
Yeah, I just think he's want to play at Sharp.
It's nowhere in the world I'll go play with Jordan. If I'm Stephen Curry, without these
He's built.
games,
He's built such a legacy in Golden
yes,
State.
no
I'm
one I'll go
telling
play
you,
with Jordan.
You see what I'm saying?
I see
I'm
what you're
telling you.
saying. I think LeBron was the last one who really values going to play in the home like that.
Nah, KD gonna play in DC,
Yeah, but see, KD had a chance to go play in DC already.
and he did.
It's not going to be a big of a story. It's KD going back to this year. LeBron went back to Cleveland.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Because
real big story if Steph Curry leaves Golden State to go to Charlotte.
That'd be a huge
Yeah, that should
story.
be. It still wouldn't be a big story.
And,
because LeBron
and let's
is-
just keep it real. People players like him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Because remember,
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it
that
was a-
one year they had to
yeah.
play. The players voted on their
Yeah.
own awards.
Yeah,
They
it was
gave to James Harden.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they
Yeah,
they
maybe.
rock with Steph.
I think it's one of those things where it's privileged and they would hide at him then. But he's one of those, I can't see somebody having a problem with
Nah,
this.
I
That hate.
agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see people having a problem with Kyrie. I can see somebody having a problem with LeBron James.
Yeah.
Especially, I can see somebody having a problem with Russell Westbrook. Can't you see that? People have problems with
Here
it.
we
Yeah.
go. We've been doing good.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey,
Can you see
wait,
what somebody having?
I
Nah,
ain't gonna let that happen.
you see what
I
I'm
ain't
saying
gonna
though?
allow it.
You can see how people not. I'm talking about players that play against him, the way he acts, reacts.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant's the same way.
Yeah, I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, but when you do what you want, you know,
You ain't gonna, I promise you. Let me tell you why you won't get me into this.
I'm not doing it.
Now,
It getting you into it.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm not doing it.
This guy has 2 championships. This guy has 2 championships. Played in the last 3, right? It's 2 championships. He has 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
He has the highest selling jersey in the NBA.
Yeah.
He is the highest paid player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Until
Well, no, I thought James
Gosh.
Harden. I thought James Harden.
when he got the longest, like his contract is the longest. I'm saying
Okay,
Steph Curry gets 40.
minimum.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
This is the thing. Until somebody kind of supersedes, so Westbrook has a champ. He didn't have a championship.
He's played one.
He
doesn't have one.
Yeah, for sure. He has
plays
one
LeBron
MVP.
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. He has one MVP.
Yeah.
Until you get
On
to a
his
point.
own.
Yeah, for sure.
No Klay Thompson.
Yeah, for sure. He was
No
out in the first
Draymond.
round. He was out in the first round.
No Draymond.
Was he not out in the first round?
No, yeah,
He was out in the first round.
Yeah.
Until you get into that
He played LeBron.
So,
he played LeBron when LeBron. He played LeBron at full strength.
for sure. 4-1
No
though,
Della
right?
Douglas.
It was
No.
4-1.
Yeah, we
Thanks
can't
for
It was
listening to
4-1.
the Full Sport
Yeah,
Press
4-1.
Podcast.
Yeah,
No
no,
Della
for
Douglas.
sure. So when I say it's a level, it's levels of this shit.
Oh,
So in
Jay.
turn, I'm not gonna get to that. I'm not gonna get to that Westbrook level because that's
Wait.
that's a Westbrook
So
level.
what tier are you? Hold
It's tiers.
Hold on.
It's
dog.
tiers.
Hold on.
Jeff.
It's tiers, right? Upper echelon, tier 3 is your
Not
Steph
this
Curry,
Let it go.
is your KD's. Let me see. It's your LeBron
So if you're gonna be
James.
honest, it's LeBron.
It's LeBron.
Then it's KD.
But you gotta realize, think about this, Jeff.
Okay.
LeBron James only got 3 championships.
He's been to what, 7?
He's been to
8?
7 for sure. 7, 8, whatever.
Yeah.
How many you got?
3.
Got 3 for sure. So in turn,
I mean, Steph got.
you got 2. Played in 3.
Played in 3, got 2.
Yeah.
Played against Della Douglas.
Damn, who they played against, Jeff.
Played against
You
Della
got 2 of them things,
When it was an
and I
even-
call them unanimous.
When it was even Steven.
And I call them
He
unanimous.
got iced.
For a
They
reason.
blew a 3-1.
I call them
You know
unanimous.
he did unanimous year, right?
You know.
Since you such a not regular season guy, you a playoff guy. You know what he did unanimous year?
Yeah, nah.
He blew a 3-1 lead unanimous.
No, this is what I'm trying
They
to
had to
say.
go get KD to get the
Hey.
what we call
Hey.
playground advantage.
Hey, you got 26.
That's
Yeah, it
what
was
I'm
26.
Huh?
It was 26.
He averaged 26 this year. He does.
Guys.
He does.
Yeah, for sure. Now, tweet us some questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Let us know what you think. Who's your picks for most valuable player? Who's your pick for breakout player of the year for the mid-season? Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. Hey, if you don't know about this Full Sport Press podcast, we've been doing it since 2014.
Hey.
And since 2014, we've been telling people to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell friends that don't look at the IG and realize that it says to tell a friend on there. And you are also a sponsor of the damn podcast.
My goodness.
Yeah. So in turn, yeah, let's get out of here. All right.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.